Hello everyone, so today we are at Bombay Exhibition Center and here we are celebrating the very first day of Automation Expo at the stall of Alstrut, and we are having with us the innovator Mr. Anuj. So pleasure to have you, sir, and please let us know what more you can demonstrating at this show, and also we can see something very new which you're demonstrating for the very first time. So please get us through the innovation.
I will, and thank you so much for visiting our stall again, and to you too, that you're inspiring so many other people your age, so keep that going.
Thank you.
And so thank you again for coming over here, and happy to have machine makers over here interviewing us. So at this booth at the Automation Exhibition, this is the 16th edition of the show, and we are back over here. We've been part of the show every time, and this time we have brought the entire gambit of all robotic applications all under one roof to be able to show people in the industry on how robotics can be used in industry. And but what we are showing over here for the first time is something from a Danish company. Of course, Universal Robots is a company from Denmark, but along with that we have got this other company called OnRobot Robotics, and OnRobot Robotics has got this unique joystick looking thing, and with this it's called Mimic, and with this, when I just press this button, I can just make the robot do and just just follow me in the way my hand is moving over here. Right now, why this is interesting is we are trying to make robotics as easy as possible for the user, for the common user, and by giving something like this to the user. For example, there are applications like spray painting. Spray painting is a place where a person continues to do this every day, moving his hand in a particular way. But if the same thing could be taught to that robot, but if I have to take the robot and teach the robot, it's extremely difficult. So all I need to do is have this on my hand, use a spray painting gun, and I can just press this button, and then I can, keep teaching the way I have to do the spray painting, and so on and so forth. Yeah, it is. So it's very useful for applications. It's basically called path planning, and we are able to teach the robot how the path has to be followed. Yeah. So yeah.
So again, going to the other
applications. Yeah, sure. So as you know that we are the partners of Universal Robots, and we are the largest partners of UR in India, and one of the products that we put together, which we have shown in other exhibitions as well, is called the palletizer. And the palletizer is basically, it's a cobotizer is the name of the brand that we created. This is a complete in-house development. Now we have close to about 50 such palletizing stations running across the world, where we have just given this, but other companies who are selling Universal Robots globally, they can use this and put the UR on top of it and start doing end-of-line palletizing. So this is what we are doing over here. And again, as you see, all applications are built based on the Universal Robots. So this over here is showing machine tending. Machine tending is the act of picking a part and putting it in the machine and removing it from the machine and keeping it out, right? And we have put two unique end-of-arm toolings, again from a company which we just incorporated called Impaqt Robotics. And using these, we are able to very easily fit grippers of companies like Zimmer or Schunk or SMC or Festo, pneumatic grippers which are normally very difficult to be able to put on the robot. Now we have made it extremely simple, right? So we have palletizing, we are showing machine tending, and then we have got something else called welding. Now with this, Smooth Robotics is again another company from Denmark. Using their adapter, we are able to fix a company like ESAB's welding torch onto the robot, such that now it can start doing welding, and it's very easy for the operator to teach welding. What's happening with welding is it's getting more and more, the resources of welding resources are very difficult to find because it's a very painful job, and the resources are depreciating right now in the market, and those who are there are very, very expensive, and it's a very skilled task. So this de-skills the entire activity of welding, right? So this is what we have got over here. Now this is something else which you might find interesting, is that Mirka, the company over there, is basically a company which makes such kind of surface finishing tools, grinding, buffing, polishing, stuff like that. And we are again partnered with the same company, OnRobot Robotics, which has the ability to easily program this for a particular type of processing application. So motorcycle tanks or guitars or whatever it may be, very easily you can do the polishing. and over there we are showing how a universal robot can be used for laser marking. So we're picking the part, we're putting it in the laser scanner, and we're doing the laser marking. But while you're over here, as you see, almost everything that we are showing is all about plug and play. We are just trying to make it as easy as possible for the users to be able to pick the product, deploy it, and get it done with. But while we are at this is another very interesting product, and we are launching for the first time in India. It is from a company called Peer Robotics. Peer Robotics is a startup which is based out of Gurgaon, and they're actually having an office in the United States as well. And this is a mobile robot, and this robot moves autonomously across the factory floor by picking parts, dropping parts, and whatever it has to do as you define the program. So it's a made in India product, and it's an extremely smart product, and we are looking forward to bringing this to the Indian customers. Similarly, there's another product over here that we have got, which is called Carter. Now this company is from Netherlands, and the idea of this product is it's nothing but a forklift. It just goes under it and it picks up the part and it can move it around. And as you can see, it's an extremely compact form factor, and it can just move around and do what it has to do. So yeah, so this is
amazing. This is a power pack at Alstrut, what we can see. And I would just like to throw one question to you. How do you see the automation in the future of Indian manufacturing?
I think it's just going to explode. Automation is going to explode. The Indian engineers, the Indian manufacturing companies are all aware of technology. It's just a matter of them getting to terms with the fact, saying that okay, now is the right time that we want to start using it. So what we have done in the last 4-5 years is continuously expose them to such technologies. Today, this technology is registered in everybody's mind. Right now, it's just the time for them to say, okay, let me try one, or we are good to go and deploy across our factory. I tell you, it's going to explode over here, and this is going to be a lot of fun in India in the next few years. Yeah.
Thank you so much for this insight, and thank you for your timing. Thank you so much, everyone.